here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to the banks of Lake Washington and beautiful Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Returner from inside the 10-yard line. Brought down at the 29. That's where they start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And, Chris, boy, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
The Bruins will line up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And it's a punch formation. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. Short pass finds the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Down to keep this drive alive. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Bears, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. The Huskies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's UCLA with the lead, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. To throw, it's Williams. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Huskies come to the line with first and goal. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Washington, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team was out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. A touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, it's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
After that completion, Chris, on this corner route, see if the offensive coordinator comes out later in the same look, but this time sends the receiver fake to the outside to the corner and back to the inside on a post. Could catch the defense off guard.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down play coming up to this offense. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. He pulls in the catch. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Bruins come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Trying to find some room. It's Thomas. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. And complete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the handoff. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. The Huskies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looking to throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Green. Good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun handoff here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Williams. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That's caught. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
The sack sets up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's complete. Across the 40. And he'll be brought down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, it's Williams. Quick throw to the left. He grabs it inside the 20.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. At the 5, great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Huskies hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And they jump on top here in the second half. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The Bruins will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back completions. Makes it 3rd and looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
And the Bruins pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Quick pass, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bruins! That's how you finish a play. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now, the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. He'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing. The Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Bruins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He knocks it through with confidence. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Williams. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Gets the first and still running. You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot you can call here on this second down.
And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Back to throw. It's Williams. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. It's out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second and goal for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up the sack at a crucial moment.
That's the last thing this quarterback can do in this situation is take the sack. He should have just thrown the ball away. Now he's got to hurry up and get everybody up to the line of scrimmage and get back and being in an attack mode.
They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for a late, deep throw. And the pass is incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.